Hey guys, so here's the painting, and I decided to use up the rest of the green by just adding little bushes here and there. But as you can see, there's something missing. There's no sky, just blank whiteness. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put some blue dots in the sky to match with the theme of the dots and everything else. And the desert does not have any clouds, that's why it's so dry. There's no clouds and it gets so hot because there's nothing to stop the sun from coming in, and it gets so cold at night because there's nothing to hold the heat in. So, yeah, the more you know. So I'm just using dark blue here and there, kind of turning the paintbrush like that to kind of get more of the color on there. So, just like that. And then let's use some of the light blue in there. Just bits and pieces. And the sky might have to be 2 parts because there's so much of it. The last video went longer than I was expecting, so I may not be able to upload it. So if you guys don't see where I did this stuff and the sun, I apologize. Video went on much longer than I was expecting, and YouTube does not want me to upload things longer than like 5 minutes, and it can, but it just takes a lot of retries, and YouTube hates me afterwards and doesn't want to do anything, and it keeps glitching and freaking out about everything. So, I mean, you can kind of understand where I'm coming from by not wanting to do that, to make it too long. So we're just going to be using cobalt blue, which is done by artist Loft, and we will also be using ultramarine blue as well, which is for the darker bits in the sky. So just a little bit here and there. So just here and there, but everywhere. Put some by the little bushes down here. Now, I know this kind of looks disorderly and such, but whatever. I'm sure it'll turn out good, and if it doesn't, too bad. You know, my grandparents will still hang it up and stuff, because, you know, grandparents, no matter how bad the art is and how young you are, they're always going to hang it up because of memories and such. Which I guess we should let them, because, you know, most grandparents are pretty old. So, I mean, you know, like, most of them don't act like they're too old, but they're older. There you go. So there's the blue, and the dark blue, I should say. And time to add the lighter blue, cobalt. Which I don't have any other blue. I have a little bit of green, but it's kind of weird to have green sky. Who has green in the sky? So what do you guys think of handball. I don't really understand it too much. Like, I think it's a mix of soccer or football, as they call it in Rio. But like soccer and basketball and American football. Like, I feel like it's a mixture of those things. And I played something like handball at school. I didn't really enjoy it too much because I don't really get sports. So, I mean, if you don't understand something, you kind of don't enjoy it as much, if any, as you would if you did understand it. Which I'm trying to like sports, but it's difficult because I don't really get sports at all. It's just a bunch of people running around, kicking or throwing stuff. Doesn't seem that interesting. I mean, if you like sports, good for you. You can see something in it, or you can understand it, and I don't. I mean, good for you. Blue there. Yeah. Okay, maybe just a little bit more blue. And maybe some like smaller bits here and there. Blue. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up mixing both blues to make another color blue, which I will show you guys what color that is afterwards. Which I'll be making two. One's on the darker side, and then one will be on the lighter side. So right now I'm mixing it, which I have that so far, which this one has blue, but you just can't see it since there's other blue in there. And so I'm just going to add a small little thing of that, and then a little bit of that, and then mix it. And we will use the back of these paintbrushes to mix them. So yes, it's a slightly darker color than the others, or than the cobalt blue. It's kind of a pretty color, and you can't tell too much of a difference using the camera, but there's a bit more difference in real life, or without looking through lenses. There. Okay. And now we will mix the other blue and kind of add blue as well, which I'm hoping won't turn out to be like the exact same color because that would be kind of boring. But yeah, it's a lighter blue. It's kind of pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's kind of a pretty color. I like it. Yeah, there's really not much difference, but I mean, hey. This spot needs a little bit dark blue. You know what I've always wondered is how they've named the colors. Like, I don't understand. Do they just think of the first thing that pops into mind? And like, how do you discover new colors? It's a strange concept. I mean, because how do you get that exact shade ever again? Like, it hardly ever happens unless you have exact measurements, which I feel like unless you're creating some Crayola crayon or something, like, you wouldn't do. You wouldn't be like, okay, so we need exactly 1 tablespoon of cobalt blue, and then exactly 2 tablespoons of ultra maritime blue or whatever. I mean, you know. It's just kind of weird to me. So there's the sky. There's our little desert painting. So, ta-da! Yeah. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And see you guys later. Bye!